Hello and welcome to my channel. Well, this one I'm just going to call Knife Walks and Talks. I'm always going to have a knife with me, and I'm always going to be walking. Well, I won't always talk about just knives, and today's kind of windy, so there may be some wind noise in there, but hopefully you'll be able to hear me. My first discussion is on mental health. The ways that stress gets to us, and a lot of it is self-induced or a product of our modern world. I gotta watch out for landmines while doing this. A lot of DLMs here, doggy landmines. There's one there. And this is in between rains because it rained last night, and we almost got that one. It rained last night. It rained this morning. So I gotta get my walking in when I can. But to me, this right here helps reduce stress. If you just sit in your mind and think about all your problems, it can get overwhelming. If you get out in nature, walk around, you realize a lot of that is just worrying about things that could happen and you don't know will happen. But one of the best things that helped me for a lot of things when I was working at Intel, there's a dumpster. When I was working at Intel, we had a lot of these classes that we could take or had to take, and one of them, I don't remember what the class was on, but it basically talked about the circle principle of influence. Basically what, like a bullseye, your inner circle of what you can do and control and everything. Let's look at the pond. That's a problem, man. This pond here, you dig a hole like this in Texas, you're either going to hit oil or water's going to fill up in it around here. There's a little Komatsu. But anyway, there's things that you can control and influence, and then out of that there's things that you can influence but not control, and then there's things that you cannot influence or control. So those outer ones, there's really no worry. There's not much you can do about it, so you don't even have to worry about those things. My mother used to worry a lot. Free beer can. See, even that's getting all watery out. Look at that. It's like a swamp over there. We got that fire hydrant. Anyway. There's a difference between surviving and living. You can live a long life, but if you're not having fun while you're doing it and you're suffering, then what's the point of it? I try to have as much fun as I can. I try to exercise as much as I can. I don't do that as much. I should be doing a lot more. Komatsu buried in water. So yeah, I'll take you for one lap talking. And what I do is I walk the compound one lap. Isn't enough. I do 4 laps, and that equals a mile. And it's pretty good. It gets my heart rate up. So about at the end, my heart rate can get up to like 138 or so. And there's a good heart rate and a bad heart rate. You look at what your maximum heart rate is based upon your age and everything, and you don't want to exceed that or get up to it too long, because you can defeat the whole purpose of exercise, which is you can kill yourself trying to exercise. So, everything you got to take into account. See, this is the front of the apartment complex. No trespassing. I'm not trespassing, I live here. Nice bike. Harley, all chromed out. I'd have a cover of it, man. Like a canvas or some kind of cover, because birds will crap on it. Rain will rain on it. Uh-oh, landmines. Alright, so we're almost up to one lap here. I'll just turn it off. Continue my walking. Can you walk and talk at the same time? Hey, that was a package of something. Oh, Swisher Sweets. Somebody lost the rollies. So yeah, that's one lap. I don't race, I don't run, I walk. After the second lap, I usually try to hydrate. The other day I brought this perfect size pilot's flask. Fits in my back pocket or cargo pocket. If you put it in a cargo pocket, it kind of slings around. But it's got that kidney shape, so it fits right on your butt. And you don't want to sit on it. It won't kill you. Ooh, almost got a landmine. Almost taken out at the last second. So you get distracted. You're not watching where you step. And then boom, there goes the leg. Off with his leg. So anyway, yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. Just a little brief example of what I do. See, it's got this little wooden fence. These are private properties over here. And oh, there's apartment complex. Alright, so I'm gonna turn this off and keep walking. I never owned a Harley. I got a motorcycle license before I had a car license. And I've had motorcycle most of my life. And what ended it for me was I was driving in New Mexico on a road where it's 2 lanes one way, 2 lanes the other, divided by, solid median trees and all that. Not trees, but divider. And I was in a left-hand lane. If you were in a car, the passenger's side, I was in that spot, had my headlights on. I was on a Suzuki 800 Intruder. Not real loud pipes or anything, but a cruiser type motorcycle. It's going the speed limit. There's a car in the right-hand lane going slow, nobody in front of them, and I'm cruising along. All of a sudden, that car decides, without putting on a blinker or anything, it wants to be in my lane. I don't think it was intentional, because it was an old lady, but she came over in my lane, and the only thing that saved me was acceleration. I had to get out of that spot because she was going to occupy it. And after that, I realized, as much as I like a motorcycle, it's not worth all the crap. In a car, if somebody did that to you, or my Jeep, it would have I actually had that happen to me after I got my Jeep. I put some of those side fender rails on it, and it came in handy because a car, I was in a right-hand lane, and there was a feeder thing intersecting coming into it. Ooh, look, mushrooms. These are not the edible type or psilocybin type. I don't know how I know that. This old man in a car, he was supposed to, yield when he comes to merge in. And my Jeep was right there. Well, he hit me. My Jeep did like a bumper car. He almost did a pit maneuver on me. It caused it to hop up. And it was such a busy intersection. It did no damage to my Jeep other than, I got some white paint on the side of my bumper, but it didn't damage it. And anyway, yeah, it all turned out good. But in a motorcycle, I'd have been down, eating pavement. And it's not so much the speed you're going. I mean, it can have a factor to it. It's all them damn cars running you over afterwards. You can survive a crash and get run over by the cars. Somebody's been here. Oh, that was me. A big old mound of dirt. We're back at the pond. So I'm at 2.5, almost 3 laps right now. But yeah, just walk in the parking lot, outside the parking lot, where everybody takes their dogs to crap, and just make my laps. And your phone's tracking you. Knows how many steps you're taking. So once I reach 2,000, I think 200 is my goal. This little app, Samsung app. I haven't updated it because I wanted permission to use my phone. What the fuck for, man? You don't need access to my phone. Sorry. I mean, not just access, ability to make calls, delete messages, change things. Like, nah, man. You can measure me while I'm walking, but that's it. You don't need access to the rest of that shit. So, of course, I didn't install that. I didn't update it, but it still tracks the numbers. The other one was pretty cool because it gives you a graphic, how many miles per hour you were going, how many calories you burn, which will surprise you. Walking a mile ain't gonna burn a whole lot of calories. You may think you need a lot of food to survive, but man, off of one drink, you're gonna burn a little over 70 calories. I think it's like 90 calories for walking a mile. And this can fuel you. So you don't need a whole lot of food. Water's more important. Air, we always take that for granted, but air is kind of important. Water, and food, shelter, stuff like that. The rest is gravy. All right, let me turn this off. Can make you a deal on a used mattress, slightly used. It's been washed recently. You killed the rain.